Hello YouTube, this is Price67, and we are back with the first week of the low tier league, LTM. This week we're going up against J-Scurf and his Winnipeg Jet Punches. So, as you can see in the matchup there, he's got a Cerulege, a Sandy Shocks, a Terra, Meloetta, the Glaring Wheezing, a Cobalion, a Milotic, Glacier, a Lowland Persian, Braviary, Chestnut, and Dreadnought. So going into this matchup, it's like one of those things where like anything, honestly, anything on this team could be brought and be a huge threat. A Lowland Persian, I don't, I think is like the least of the threats on his team. My Melodic is just really annoying for me to break overall outside of like Shaman. So if the Melodic does come, it will just pivot out versus Shaman and then pivot back in versus stuff like Entei or Feraligatr and just kind of sit there and be annoying. Glaring Wheezing could be a huge issue for me, especially if I like want to be like Draco's spam with Dragalge. It can tank the Dracos. Unfortunately, it's not. Fortunately for me, it's not gonna be able to tank anything else because its special defense is kind of weak. Cobalion, same kind of deal there with Glaring Wheezing. Sandy Shocks is actually super annoying, especially since my one like great check to it is the Terra mod. So unless I'm running Terra Grass, it can break through it later on. It can also be annoying hazard setter versus me. Cerulege is always an issue, especially if it starts getting boosts from weakness, wasn't weak armor. So we have to be careful about that. But going into it overall, starting out with, we have a Dragalge, rocking the Dragon Fang actually because so I want to be able to switch moves with my Dragalge. I'm also running Toxic Spikes because I don't think Galarian's Slowking's going to be a non-levitate set. I don't think it's going to be Misty Surge. I don't think it's going to be neutralizing gas. Just because I can kind of just beat that with just ground spam, as like stuff like Shaman, Entei, Hitmontop, stuff like that is able to just click ground moves to beat Galarian Weezing. So I think it's going to be one of levitate, which means if I could get T spikes off, and he doesn't really have like his like removal options are defog from Braviary or Galarian Weezing, so he doesn't really have the best removal options overall unless he wants to get rid of stuff on my side as well. So I think if I get T spikes up, that'd be huge. Also, the Dragon Fang is just to boost the damage from Draco Meteor as the adaptability max special attack set. It's going to do huge amounts of damage to anything that would want to come in and try taking it. And then Sludge Wave is able to hit stuff like the Galarian Weezing that Draco Meteor won't hit. Next, we have the Hitmontop. This is a max defense, max HP Rocky Helmet set with Rapid Spin, Close Combat, Earthquake, Taunt Pass. So this is specifically for the Cerulege, as if he gets like a bunch of hazards up versus me with the Sandy Shocks, I can use Hitmontop to spin them away and still tank hits from Cerulege rather easily. Because of the Intimidate plus the good defensive nature, I can come in versus Cerulege, intimidate it down, and then scare it out with Earthquake, especially if it already has like a weak armor proc. It'll be a negative defense, minus defense already, so that'd be pretty huge, just dealing as much damage as possible. Rocky Helmet Chip being huge versus stuff like Cobalion and Cerulege, that sort of thing. Next we have Shaman. So I'm a Terra Flying Shaman set, rocking Leech Seed, Seed Flare, Synthesis, and Terra Blast. This is a max special attack with enough speed to outspeed a Jolly Dreadnought, and then the rest of it is put into HP, just to live a little bit more hits here. Seed Flare, nothing really would want to gladly switch it into Seed Flare. Glaring Wheezing, I think, would be like the only one, and even then, it's not going to be appreciated that much, as like after I Seed Flare, if I get a split Death Drop, I can Terra and then just blow it away with Terra Blast, so my opponent does have to be very cautious of that. I think what this Shaman's here to do, what I'm like trying to get the Shaman to do here, is just kind of force switches on my opponent's side. If I can have hazards up and continuously force switches, I can start wearing down a lot of his mons, especially if they're not boots. And even if they are, Leech Seed Chip will be huge, Seed Flare Chip, always huge. And then Terra Blast, of course. This is also able to take on Chestnut, which otherwise does be kind of a nuisance for Shaman. The big issue, as I was discussing once earlier, is Sandy Shocks. Once I Terra, I don't have a Sandy Shocks switching anymore, so I did to be very weird of when I choose to Terra. So Sandy Shocks is going to be an issue. If I could take it out early, that would be huge. Next, we have Klefki. It is rocking the dual screens with spikes, flash cannon. Also has a light clay. It's a Spadef set. So for stuff like Meloetta specifically, if it's like a special Meloetta set, I can light screen spikes and then I can pivot out versus it into something that can threaten it more, like for Alligator or Entei. So this is here to just be of a nuisance. It also is able to punish Glaring Wheezing trying to defog like spikes or my screens away. So I can use this to I can use Flash Cannon to just put some good damage on Glaring Wheezing. Once again, Spadef isn't that great, so even if I don't have really much special attack investment, Flash Cannon is still going to do a decent chunk to it. And so it's just here, get up those spikes, get the screens up, and go into my setup on for Alligator here. So Dragon Dance, Liquidation, Ice Punch, Crunch. It is able to break through my opponent's whole team once it's able to get up to +2. Glaring Wheezing and Milotic are the only ones that can tank a hit from +2, so my opponent does have to be wary of that. The Milotic still gets 2-hit KO by Crunch, so it's not going to be able to just recover spam versus for Alligator when for Alligator hits +2. Same thing in Glaring Wheezing. It is going to be able to take a Liquidation, but it's going to take massive amounts of damage from Liquidation, so it's going to be one of those things of if it's this sheer force boost as well. So if he is neutralizing gas, it does get rid of my sheer force. It does make the Glaring Wheezing live hit easier. However, it's then going to be taking spiked chip. So my opponent is walking that fine line of do I want to be neutralizing gas and take hazard chip with my probable defogger if Braviary doesn't come, or do I want to be levitate and take a bunch of damage, extra damage with the sheer force boost. And if I am behind screens, Alligator becomes a huge threat to my opponent, so they do have to be wary of that. Finally, we have the Entei. This is just a boot set with Sacred Fire, Stomping Tantrum, Extreme Speed, and Roar. Roar is specifically for anything that might want to try to set up versus me. If he brings like a cheesy Chestnut belly drum set, I can roar it out. I can roar out Glacier before it becomes too threatening. Same thing if he's like set up Cobalion or Swords Dance Dragalge, I can roar that out as well. So this is just start roaring out threats. Also, if I'm able to get spikes up and he doesn't really have removal left, like if Glaring Wheezing's dead, if Braviary doesn't come type of thing, then I can start roaring and putting up spikes chips on a lot of his mons as well. Sacred Fire plus Stomping Tantrum. It's a huge combination, specifically if he wants to bring Flash Fire Dragalge. He can proc Flash Fire with the Dragalge, however, Stomping Tantrum is going to do double the damage to it, and is not going to be able to really enjoy that hit, so hopefully I can take advantage of that with Stomping Tantrum. Even if he does switch out, whoever comes in is not going to be wanting to take the Stomping Tantrum hit, so that's going to be huge. But yeah, this is the team. Hopefully this ends up being a fun battle. I'm not really great with low tier, as I don't really know what most of the Pokemon in low tier even do within the meta, so it's definitely going to be a learning experience nonetheless. I don't think it'll be as rough as VGC was, but we'll see. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all once the battle begins. Okay, we're connected with our opponent here to see what they want to bring. So first things first, they did not bring their they didn't bring Cobalion or their Galarian Weezing. So I just clicked Dragon moves. I mean, I guess first we need to figure out. Okay, he's Terra Psychic Mellow. All right. Alright, so he's just gonna be like a breakthrough type of thing. I kind of want to lead Shaman here. Because if he leads the what's it called? The Sandy Shocks, that'd be huge. But I think that would be a good lead for me. I have pivots to everything he wants to lead, so I think that's good. Outside of, I think I'll have to think a little bit before for something like the Chestnut, if he wants to lead that. The big issue is I don't want to tear my Shaman. First thing, I want to keep it until I know I have a way to break through his Sandy Shocks, which he does lead. Perfect. All right, so I lead Shaman, and I think he doesn't want. I don't think he stays in either way. I think I just go off for a Seed Flare first thing. He does Volt Switch out. What's he want to go into? Braviary. Okay. Oh, this is Defiant. Oh boy. I may regret this choice. Okay, he didn't get the Defiant proper, which is huge. I forgot this gets Defiant. What I do here is I just go into Klefki. And I start getting the screens, start getting spikes up. Oh, he does pivot out. Alright, so I do have some chip on the Braviary, which is huge. Unless it's Rocking Roost, and it's less huge, but the Braviary does have U-turn, so it's making me think he's not like a setup set or anything. He goes back to Sandy Shocks, as one would expect. And are you serious? Oh, that's awful. Because... Alright, that's not good. The big issue is because I clicked Seed Flare versus the Braviary. And if I get the 40% drop chance, then he becomes +2, which is really bad. I don't want the extra chip on my Klefki. Alright, who disconnected? Was it me or was it my opponent? It was me. Oh, that's awful. Alright. I'll catch y'all once we get back into the battle. Okay, so we're back. Pretty much where we left off, so he did click U-turn. So let's see what he wants to go into. Back into Sandy Shocks. Yeah, alright, so yeah. So this is where we DC'd last time, so we are good now. I'm just gonna go back to Shaman. And instead of Seed Flaring, I think I'm going to Leech Seed instead. I don't like Seed Flare when there's a Defiant Mon. He does get rocks up. That's alright. I'm going to Leech Seed. I have Spin in the back with my Hitmontop, so once I'm able to get that in, I'm going to Leech Seed now. He does Volt Switch again. Here's the thing, if he goes Chestnut... Okay, he goes back to Brave Road. That's fine. I want to get a Leech Seed off here. There we go. I don't want to Seed Flare it because of Defiant. So I just want to chip it down through leech seed and other means. Yeah, so he's below 75% now. I don't want to go Hitmontop. That'd be a dumb idea on my part. I think Klefki would be. I just pivot between Klefki and Shaman. He's going to pivot out. I am max Spadev, so I'm curious how much Earth Power will do to me behind a light screen. Let's see, Sandy Shocks. Behind a light screen, Earth Power does like 40%, which I don't really care for. I'm just going right back into Shaman. I will keep doing this song and dance until, if he wants to keep full switching U-turning between Braviary and Sandy Shocks, that's okay. He does, okay. Alright. He goes Braviary again. I'm gonna click Light Screen versus the Sandy Shocks. Oh, Cerulege. Alright, so we're changing it up. I do have a check for this. It is the Hitmontop. This doesn't really do much to Hitmontop. So I'm just gonna go Hitmontop here. My spinner is also my check for the Ghost type, which is hilarious, but we do be like that. How much does Hitmontop do to Cerulege? Earthquake will do a lot to it. Do get the Intimidate off. Does he click a move? He SDs. Alright. That's a little scary, but I do live +1 anything. So I'm just going to Earthquake. He's not weak armor, so... Am I okay with losing Hitmontop early? I mean, I lose Spin, which is pretty bad, but at the same time... I'm just gonna click Earthquake again. This is in range of Stomping Tantrum from Entei, so... And if he clicks Poltergeist and miss... Oh, he withdraws. What's he go into? Braviary, okay. I just go Klefki. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that switch. He didn't want to risk missing the Poltergeist. There's the Brave Bird. That did 0. And now I get free spikes. He does elect to roost, which I'm okay with. I think now I'll just reflect. Default. I mean, he's getting rid of the hazards on my side as well, so I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna reflect again. Now I'm expecting another defog, so I'm just gonna get a free pivot out into my Entei. And I'm just gonna Sacred Fire. Yep, there's a defog. I'm just going to Sacred Fire and do a bunch of damage to whoever wants to come in. Outside of Milo. Which I'm assuming it's Milo now that I think about it, yeah. If I get the burn, that's not great because it becomes a lot tougher for Alligator. Honestly, that miss, I'm not bothered by that. Because it makes for Alligator endgame still possible. Honestly, I think a flip turn is like probably the click here. I don't want to go Dragalge though, because they flip turn into Sandy Shocks and we get right back into all the Volt Switch U-turn shenanigans. So I'm just gonna go Shaman. Yeah, there's the flip turn. What I kind of want to do is, I want to get my Reflect up with Klefki and then stack it so that I can go into Dragalge for free and click the free Draco. Or I could go into Dragalge on a default from Braviary. They go Meloetta. Okay. I mean, they're Terra Psychic. Do I live a Terra Psychic? I mean, I am Shaman, so I do have Natural Bolt. Versus Meloetta. Oh yeah, easily. They do elect to Terra Psychic here. I think maybe I should Synthesis, but I wanted to get some Leech Seed. Get some chip on this. Yeah, Psychic, Terra Psychic, Psychic. Even if this suspects it's not gonna kill. Psychic. Oh, this is definitely a choice spec set. Yeah, that's choice specs. I am -1 to death, so I'm not gonna live the next hit. I go Klefki here. I think Klefki can live a hit. Yeah, it does like 68 max. Oh, that's behind the light screen. I'm calculating the light screen. We shall see. I don't know if I live this or not, I'm not gonna lie. I was calculating with light screen, so... Okay, I do live, which is huge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my light screen up. Dragalge, okay. I mean, even if they SD or whatever, I'm still okay. I think I just go Entei. Hard Entei. Stomping Tantrum should be able to take him out from this range. Okay, Poltergeist. This is going to hurt. Yep, that did almost half, a little over half. I think they're going to, what they're going to do is they're going to hard pivot into Milo. So I kind of want to go into Shaman. Click Synthesis? I mean, that doesn't really get me anywhere. Okay, so what I see, Mellow is chipped to like 64%. The Chestnut is still alive. I haven't hit the Chestnut at all. Honestly, his mons are looking a lot better than mine. I'm gonna go Dragalge. I'm gonna call the double. I do outspeed, so I think they want to save this. So I'm gonna go into Dragalge. Yeah, they save it. I'm assuming Milo, because Milo's a really good check for Entei. Yep, there's the Milo. Alright, now something is going to take a Draco Meteor. He doesn't have a Draco switching, so something's taking a Draco. I could have got T-Spikes up as well, but I don't really think T-Spikes really helps me in any way. Just because Braviary is always there to click default, and I don't really have a way to punish the Braviary currently. I need to find a way to get into Dragalge and start setting up. Braviary, okay, so please hit. Alright. Okay, that one sucks. I guarantee that Braviary was taking at least 80% from that. I want to calc for my own sanity, but I'm pretty sure. That Braviary was dying. I literally claimed a kill, and I didn't get to claim it because I freaking missed. Alright, that's great. That's cool. That's amazing. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Okay. I should live. And this Draco will kill. But I should be at full health. Oh, it doesn't kill. Well, I would have been nice to hit the first Draco, but here we are. I'm just gonna flip her now. Yeah, they roost, but I do get a little bit of damage on this. Part of me wishes I brought my Galvantula, because I kind of just wrecked this team, but I didn't, so that's on me. That 8. So I'm assuming this is not really fast, so that means that 8. He's bulky. But Feraligatr still breaks through this with Ice Punch. How much does Feraligatr do to Chestnut at +1? I would need to get to +2 to threaten to kill. I think I'm just going to Ice Punch first and foremost. Because I want to see what they pivot into. Milo. Okay. That did a lot. For being not very effective. Is this especially defensive? That did 21%, so this definitely isn't defensive. Yeah, wait, I could break through this with a couple crunches. I don't want to risk that yet, but that is good information to know. So I will go. I'll go Shaman. In fact, I made my Shaman slower than max speed Dragalge, which is hilarious on my part. I really thought about that one. Meloetta again. Oh, I had light screen up still? I didn't realize that. Whoops. I should have been more... I should have set up on the Milo then. Yeah. That's on me. I'm going to Synthesis. I'm okay. If Shaman goes down, Shaman goes down. I'm pretty sure Shaman goes down here anyways. I think this Meloetta is faster than me. Because I didn't prep to outspeed Meloetta, I prepped to outspeed Braviary. So... do I want to sack Shaman? I think actually sacking Hitmontop is better. Because Hitmontop doesn't help in any way. Like, the Dragalge is at a point where it can't sweep anymore. Because of it's always going to be outsped by what's its face? So Hitmontop goes down. But now I go into Klefki. And I'll get a light screen up again. So part of me really wants to click Reflect, I think. Did they go Braviary? It's a Dragalge. I think this is my time now. Where I'll also set a Reflect. Because I want to get to +2 with Feraligatr. Flame Charge is fine. I'm behind Reflect, so you're not gonna... Unless this gets Infiltrator. Does this get Infiltrator? It doesn't. It's just, it's flash fire. So I go into for alligator. Yeah, if he, do I liquidation into Dragon Dance? I think I'm just going to Dragon Dance. Yeah, okay, so he withdraws. Into Milo. Alright, I need to get to +2. But my Ice Punch at 21% versus Milo. So that's like... Yeah, +2 crunch is range to kill. So unless they get the burn on Scald, which would, like, you know, be a little annoying, but I am playing with fire. They Dragon Tail. Okay, they had Dragon Tail. That's annoying. Okay. Oh, but this comes in. Bring in your Draco Meteor check now. Something is dying. Yo, imagine if we missed the Dragon Tail like I missed my earlier Draco Meteor. That would have been huge. Part of me wishes I was Swords Dance, Aqua Jet. But I think my set's fine. Chestnut? Okay. Are you gonna like set up spikes versus me? I mean, even at -2, Sludge Wave should still do a lot. And getting rid of this mine is huge. My Shaman won't have to Terra then. Like, they can Synthesis, but I'm at -2, so even at -2, the Sludge Wave is still going to do a big chunk. Okay, not as much as I thought it would. That's a little annoying. I mean, I go into Entei, and I hard switch into Dragalge with Draco again. I am wasting my screens, unfortunately. My Klefki is dead, so that is a little annoying, but it is what it is. I wish I brought my Galvantula, because the team that my opponent brought, Galvantula just ate up. I don't know why I didn't bring it then. Oh well. Yeah, there's a withdrawal. Into Milo, I'm assuming. Yep. Here, I think I'm just gonna click Sludge Wave. Light screen's gone, that's fine. I'm just going to click Sludge Wave. Now Reflect's gone, alright. I'll click it again. Because here's the thing. If they let Milo get low, which by looks of I think they're allowing here. Like this is starting to be in range +1 for Alligator. I'm going to Draco now. They do recover, but this Draco's going to do a lot. That didn't do a lot. That did 50. I had to flip turn. I want to keep this alive to threaten damage. Yeah, I'm going to flip turn. Yeah, unfortunately they didn't really give me anything there. I'm just gonna go Shaman. And I'm going to Synthesis. Though Synthesis doesn't really get me anywhere. I think Leech Seed is just a better play. Because if I click Synthesis, they go Braviary, then I had to sack them on the Brave. Or they go Meloetta. Okay. And I missed my Leech Seed. Yeah, this is great. I'm doing great. This game is great. That's annoying. I don't think it matters too much. I'm pretty sure I'm getting 6-0'd here either way, but it's just annoying overall to deal with. I have to sack Shaman. I wish I brought Terra Grass. Cool. Terraflying was done bringing my part. I knew I lost to Sandy Shocks. What if I clicked Terraflying, so I still brought it anyways because I'm an idiot. Alright. Yeah, I just brought a team that got walled by Milo. Dragon Tail is a good bring on my opponent's part. Oh, there's Scarf? Oh, shoot. Do I just lose then? How much does Scarf go to, It doesn't matter. Scarf. I live, which is cool, I guess, but I'm just gonna crunch. Like, they already did the damage they needed. They just win here. Why are they withdrawing? What? They're giving me a chance. Which I'm okay with. What I do here is I go Dragalge. Okay, they're not giving me a chance. I thought maybe they would. Because if they killed me there with like Scald or Dragon Tail, then for Alligator won. Oh, I had a chance of it. And now it doesn't. Dang it. Why did I just click? I'm so mad at myself, man. Whatever. I don't agree with that play. I don't agree with my opponent preserving the 6-0. That was a choke on their part. It's just, I should have stayed in, I guess. I don't know. Because if I got to +1/+1 with Alligator there, then I won. Like, if I just Dragon Danced over hard switching versus the Milotic, then I just won on the spot. Like, because I live a sidekick from Meloetta, and then, well, if they have Shoutouts on the Dragalge, I don't live that. But I could have Aqua Jet, is the thing. Like, I don't agree with that play at all. Like, my opponent doesn't know my last move. I could be Aqua Jet over Liquidation type of thing, so. That was, honestly, I don't agree with that play. But I still lost 6-0, so it is what it is. GG's to my opponent, but, like, I think I just didn't prep well in the end. I didn't really have a way to break through Braviary and Milotic, so it is what it is. So yeah, I should have brought Galvantula, I guess. So I wasn't expecting Braviary because it allowed Dragalge just to click moves for free. But you know, I missed my Draco, and then it's a little bit unfortunate with the hacks, but like, what am I going to do about it? It's me. I always get hacks, so the hacks didn't matter. The hacks didn't matter in the end game. It would have just changed like the score. It would have been like a 4-0 probably, but it didn't matter in terms of like I still would have lost. So it is what it is. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all next time.